There's a question that breaks both models if you're not careful. Why does the sun rise southeast and set southwest from the southern hemisphere every single day of the year? So it would be like this. Why does it make that clockwise arc over your head if you're facing north? A researcher recently did a good job falsifying the globe model's explanation for this, and his falsification works. If the sun is rising southeast, it's rising from the southeast and setting from the southwest. How can it be setting from the setting southwest while also rising from southeast for an observer over here at the same time? It doesn't make any sense. And basically, the only way this works geometrically is if the sun swings clockwise around every observer in the southern hemisphere when they face north, and counterclockwise around every observer in the northern hemisphere when they face south. The globe tries to explain this through axial tilt, but the globe model breaks itself. If axial tilt were the cause, the arc would shift seasonally. When you're pointing towards the sun in your summer, the arc goes one way. But then in the opposite season, the other hemisphere is now pointing towards the sun while you're pointing away from the sun. Those relationships would have to geometrically reverse. They don't. The arc is the arc, clockwise or counterclockwise. No matter what position you stand on, if the sun moves clockwise or counterclockwise, it's going to continue to move in that same exact direction every single day for the entire year. There's no geometric reversal between seasons. The globe model's own mechanism falsifies itself. But a lot of flat earth researchers also stumble because they try to explain it on the AE map with a circling sun. They confuse the sun's position south of the observer with the sun moving south. So basically they're trying to explain, why does this happen? Why does the sun move clockwise from the south and counterclockwise from the north? That doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't make any sense on a physical mechanical model. Even the flat earth model breaks in the same way the globe model does. Neither the globe nor the simple circling sun explanation survives contact with this observation. And what does work is a magnetic mirror, specifically an equatorial magnetic mirror created by the field strength differential between the northern and southern hemispheres. Using IGRF primary source data, the northern hemisphere mirror ratio is approximately 2.07, which is above confinement threshold for plasma. The southern hemisphere mirror ratio is approximately 1.54, below that threshold. That differential creates a perfect magnetic mirror geometry at the tropical convergence zones. The entire southern sky is not geometrically awkward. It's a mirrored reflection of the north by design because the electromagnetic field is asymmetric by design. And the strongest observational support for this explanation is the one hiding in plain sight. No matter where you are on Earth, no matter what time of the year, observers in the north get the same arc every single day, and observers in the south get the same mirrored arc every single day. Clockwise in the south when facing north, counterclockwise in the north when facing south. Consistent, unwavering, no seasonal geometric reversal. That's not tilt, that's a mirror. And I want to be clear. This is not entry-level flat earth stuff. This is the stuff you get after you understand the model well enough to get stuck on this specific problem and need an answer that actually holds up. This is plasma physics. This is magnetic confinement. This is supported by real field strength measurements in nanoteslas from primary source databases. This is flat earth physics. And lastly, I'm going to explain why it's not just perspective looking from a different direction. So if the sun is moving around the tropics like this and you're in the north looking south, the sun is moving around you counterclockwise. If you're in the south, the sun is moving around you like this. That's why it's a mirror. Okay, it's not an arc because it's not an opposite geometric arc because you're facing a different direction. Because it's coming from behind you and going behind you when it sets. Everywhere on Earth, the southern sun is moving like this. Just like the star trails. The star trails are a geometric reversal of the northern star trails. Northern star trails move like this. Southern star trails move like this. And no matter where you stand, no matter what meridian you stand on, you got your arc of horizon where everything comes into your view. So everything comes into your view and swings around you. In the north, everything comes into your view and swings around you. And everyone has their dome of perspective, no matter where you are. And that's due to the magnetic equatorial mirror and the magnetic confinement, which is supported by the IGRF data. And the most recent one was IGRF 14. So, and the first flat earth researcher to bring this to the table, his name is Lindsay Harris. So if you want to learn more about it and the deep physics of it, you can check him out. His YouTube is at META 369. That's the Tomb of Illumination. And that's where I learned this from. And then when I researched the magnetic field data and I researched plasma physics, everything held up. And when you look at observations is science. So when everything swings around you like this from the north and everything swings around you like this from the south, that's not looking at the same thing from a different perspective. That's a geometric reversal. That's a mirror. And everything in the south is inverted mirror parabolic reflection of what's going on in the north. Dusty Truth signing out. Peace.